Along. Your math vocab project is due Friday, November 10th. Our objective is to expand and enhance your math vocabulary. So you want to take words that would help you. It doesn't have to be a word completely unfamiliar to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a study guide, a booklet answer key, a game, a graphic organizer, something with 20 math vocabulary words. It must be a physical copy to turn in. This is not going to be turned in on your MacBook. Can you type stuff? Yes. Some of you with terrible handwriting should be typing things. Okay, if you have nice, neat handwriting, sure, do it by hand. Each word needs to be challenging. You will not get credit for words that a third grader like my son Drew Clark could define. Don't do the word square. Don't do the word angles. Don't do like really easy words. Okay, don't make it too easy. Don't make it too hard though. Don't do words like cosine, tangent, words that you're not going to use in 6th grade math, collegiate level words. Find the Goldilocks words, right? The medium, not too easy, not too hard. Words like supplementary angle, that'd be a great one. You can't do this now though, because we just went over it. What's a word that's like supplementary angle? Does anybody know? Starts with a C. Complementary angle. That would be one that you can do, but we can't do supplementary. We just went over it.
You just said complimentary, so we can't do it.
Use your notes. Use Alex. Use other resources to pick your words. You have 9 weeks of notes already. In those 9 weeks, there's probably a lot of words that you look through and you're like, oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Even if you already know it pretty good, it'd be okay as long as it's something that can help reinforce and expand and enhance your vocabulary. Research definitions using multiple sources to craft your own completely easily understood definition. You cannot use Google. You have to use the websites in your notes and things, like we did with supplementary angles. No mistakes. Spelling is important. Anybody notice anything over here? What'd you notice, Bailey?
You spelled angles wrong.
Yeah, I put 2 angels. That add up to 180 degrees. Anybody else notice that? You guys didn't correct me though? Come on, you can correct me. I did that on purpose. 2 angels. Don't write about angels in your math definitions. It probably won't fit, okay? Angles, spelled correctly. You would automatically lose a point if you write angels, unless it goes along with your word. I don't know how it would. Spelling is important. Include a picture or a drawing that helps explain your word. Be creative and artsy with this when possible. This is right here, supplementary angles. 30 degrees, 150 degrees. But is that like full credit? No, I drew that in 5 seconds. It could be something like that that looks a lot nicer with a straight edge, with nice colors and things. But make it better than just that. Be artsy, you artsy people. Include a works cited of the sources you use for help. Google doesn't count. If you use your Alex Notes, that's a source. If you use whatever website you're currently on, that would be a source. Not Google. We're not going to use Google for that. That's too easy. Okay? Some of you are going to forget this, and you're automatically going to lose 5 points, and you won't be able to get an A if you lose 5 points, because an A would be at 36 out of 40 or better. So have your works cited page. Keep track as you're looking up words. It has to be multiple sources. You can't just use one source. We looked at 5 different definitions to come up with this. You don't need to use 5, but use 2 or 3. Okay, that's the first part of this. Any questions about this part of it?
No.
Okay. Don't just use a piece of notebook paper, write the word, definition, picture. Try to get more creative than that. Did you ever, in other classes or in other grades, have like foldables where it was like a piece of paper folded up, and then you had the definition and you unfolded it and underneath was the word?
Mm-hmm.
You guys did that back in the day? Do something like that. Do something different. Look up foldables, look up graphic organizers. Make it good. 20 words. Then the next part. So this will take you about 2 weeks. Then about 2 weeks, design a simple trivia game to play in a small group using these vocabulary words. A group of 2 to 6 people. We will do this on Friday, November 10th. We'll do this together. It'll probably involve giving the definition or a picture and having people come up with the proper vocab word. Okay? It'll probably be, I'll say, okay, it won't be, tell me the definition of supplementary angles. Instead, it would be a game where it's like, okay, Race, tell me what two angles that make a straight line is called. Supplementary angles. Is that a good enough game? No, that's too easy. Make it more complicated than that. Okay? But don't make it too complicated. Maybe it's a race between two people and then the winner gets to, what could you do for another level of this game? Breakdance. The winner gets the breakdance.
Wait, no. The
Would that
winner
be a
gets
fun
to do
game?
loss.
No. Maybe the loser has to do something. The loser has to do a
Extra topic.
10 jumping jacks or 10-second waltz.
One extra topic.
Or something
1
like
minute
that. No,
waltz.
because it's a game. Or you
Do a 1 minute.
but
waltz.
have something more to the game than that. Maybe the winner gets to roll a dice and there's a game board. Or there's a Connect 4 board between them and the winner gets to get a Connect 4 piece and put it in. And then you do another word and the winner gets a Connect 4 piece. Okay? Make it a little bit complex, make it a little bit fun, but don't just make it a straight trivia game. That's too basic, too boring. A little bit unique, a little bit creative. Later in the year, we're gonna do a project where you're gonna make a game. It's gonna be a real elaborate, complex game. That's not this one. This one's a simple trivia game. Okay, so we'll do that on Friday, November 10th, where you'll be playing each other's games. You'll be in a group, and you'll take turns for about 10 to 15 minutes. You will be the game master. You won't get to play the game. You'll describe the game to the other people with your written rules and with your answer key or whatever it might be, and you'll lead them playing your game. Okay? You can use technology for this. You don't need to, but you could. You could have a game board on the MacBook. You could have a Blooket made. You could have all different kinds of things using that, if you want. But again, you don't need that. Okay? Okay, so 2 parts to this. Now, if you make a big game board, like you get a big poster board and it's like Candyland, and on each spot it has a word, and you have an answer key with the definition. Well, it'd probably be the opposite. You have the definition and the answer key separate, and you land there. You get to move forward or back or whatever. If you do that, you would not need a separate definition and word because you have those already embedded in the game to turn into me. Does that make sense? But most of you will have like an answer key with all your words and definitions, and then you have your other thing, whether it be a card game or dice or something like that. But some of you will combine the two into one. Okay? You can work with a partner on this, but it can't be the same partner you did Fantasy Free Day with. If you did that partner, can't do that. It also can't be someone who's scored really poorly on the Fantasy Free Day because I can't trust them to do a good project. And you and that person are getting the same project grade. So if they had trouble in the last one with whatever their partner was or whatever, or they didn't finish, I'm not gonna let you work with them. They need to work on themselves. They have to show them that they can do it on their own first, okay? Plus, if you get in trouble for plagiarism, which could happen on this, because you're just copying definitions, you are both getting in trouble. You are both going to go to the office and we're gonna talk to both your parents and stuff. So it can't be like, well, it was Selena that wrote the words, I did this. No, you both are involved in the whole process. You both are deciding together, this would be a good definition. You're both deciding together, this would be a good picture. Okay? Yeah, one person can draw it, but everything has to be done together. So you need to find time to do it together. Whether that be outside of school, whether that be at homework help or wherever. So if you're gonna work with a partner, it's gotta be someone you know you can get together with. Yeah?
So like, say, you got a picture from someone, can you like give them credit? Would that still be plagiarism?
You need to make the picture yourself. You can look at a website's picture and then kind of make it your own, but you'd have to, but you can't just copy and paste it.
Do you have to like word it like differently than you see it?
Yeah.
So do you have to work with a partner?
No, absolutely not. Most people will be working by themselves. Good question.
So if you did the Candyland design, would you have to like have the word choices? So if you like put the definition on the square, would you have to have like something like your angle? Like
You'll have an answer key, yes. That said, space 3 was this. Yep. And yes, for this you can totally copy a game use the game Life, use the game Yahtzee, use that. That's totally fine for this. When we do a game later in the year, you're going to create your brand new game that's never been invented before. But for this, you can combine trivia with something else. That's totally fine. Yeah.
So if you do a game board, you just do the game board and not the.
If this is already embedded in the game board with answers, then that would be enough. But if it's not already on there, then yeah, you would have to. Yep. Okay, you can stop the video.